Alright guys, you should know the drill by now. Alright everybody, we got another match going on over here. Another NU match, I should say, and in comes a Qwilfish. So I don't want it to set up Rain Dance. I don't know if it can Toxic Spike or not, so I'm going to go with a Taunt, and he's freaking faster than me. I'm so tired of leads being faster than me. Anyway, thankfully his Aqua Tail misses, so I don't really lose out anywhere, and I'm able to get up a Stealth Rock, so that's cool. And from previous battles, normally I let this thing die. This time I'm going to let this thing survive, see if maybe I can get some Leech Seed on it later. It is a Poison type, so I'm not really too worried getting up Toxic Spikes at this point, but, you know, let's just keep it alive, see what happens. I do also have this thing to resist water, so maybe it'll be a really good choice. Perhaps he's stuck on Aqua Tail, I don't quite know yet. So I set up a sub just to see what happens, if he wants to switch, if he wants to change moves, and he ends up exploding, and no harm, no foul to me. Little retro happy face going on for you guys who've been around for a while, and that was awesome. So in comes another Poison type, so now I really don't care about Toxic Spikes whatsoever. And I decided to go for it and put it to sleep, even though I'm really scared of it missing and dying, since I haven't missed with Sleep Powder yet, despite the amounts I've been using it lately. So I'm able to pull it off, however, which is awesome. And I want to get a Leech Seed up immediately. If he switches to something faster, that's fine, I'll switch out. If he doesn't, it's just an extra turn of that drain as opposed to setting up a sub first. It's really 50-50 as opposed to if you want to use a sub or if you want to use Leech Seed first. And this time I chose Seed. And if I knew how tired Muck was and how long he wanted to stay asleep, I would have switched out to Nidoqueen to have her get some extra Leech Seed recovery and probably set up Toxic Spikes anyway, or just threaten with Earthquake. I was thinking maybe it was cursed and I could Encore it, and then he'd be really screwed and I could do something else, but instead, because it's Sub-Seed and I more than recover my sub's worth of HP through the Leech Seed and leftovers, I stay in here all day and wait for something to happen. So that's really all I do. I'll be back in a second. Alright, and there's finally a switch. But since I still have sub up, I'm going to get Leech Seed, see what he wants to do, see if I'm even faster. If I am faster, I can Encore something, and maybe put him to sleep. I'm not too afraid of it, so I don't really want to put him to sleep. Especially since I don't have Toxic Spikes up, sleep is going to be more useful. But I see sub, so I'll Encore that. And he's got Leech Seed on him, and he can't do anything but make more substitutes. So I really don't care. And that's when I decided to bring in her to get some more Leech Seed recovery, but he flat out switches immediately. I'm like, oh, that's sad. So here I could go with Earthquake, or I went with Taunt just in case it wanted to Sleep Powder. That's what I do. Earthquake would be stupid. It would really just be for a small amount of damage. Toxic Spike's pointless pretty much, so Taunt was the right move. And he ended up switching immediately, which is cool because now I know it can't set up a sub. And that allowed me to just hit it with an Earthquake, finish it off. Freeze normally I would be really angry face about, but I do have Lumberry, so I don't care too much. And I'm faster. Why couldn't this guy lead, huh? Because I'm faster than him. Anyway, no big deal. So I'm able to finish him off. And I'm still sitting out there, which is cool for initiative. I thought about saving it, but it's like, eh. And then comes to Espeon, which is great. Espeon's really quick. I do have some guys faster than it, but I don't know if it's Scarfed. I'm really afraid of Scarf pokes on this team, so I see it's on Psychic. I didn't see Life Orb, so it could be Scarf, maybe Specs. Since it is so fast in NU, it's like the 6th fastest or something like that, or tied for it. But I don't really have too many options to go to, so I'm going to go to this guy simply for the Fake Out, and I also know that he's very commonly Scarfed himself. So by him running away, that tells me that he's not Scarfed, because if he was, he would still be faster. So That makes me think he's not, which is really, really cool. Maybe it's a Calm Minder and I just don't know that, which if it is, I can encore it later on. But at this point, I've got nothing really to switch to, or at least I don't feel like it. And I decide just to stay in and go with Brick Break, which is absolutely amazing because he put up Reflect, which is the reason I have Brick Break, obviously, instead of a High Jump Kick. It's a lot less powerful, but it breaks Reflect. So that was huge. Plus the fact I'm still able to 2-hit KO it, so that was all kinds of awesome. Anyway, right here, I still don't really have anything to switch to. Obviously, I can't use Fake Out at this point, so I think I just stay in and have him die. I believe. Because he's kind of like the most worthless guy on my team. Well, of course, yeah, I should say stay in and let him die, but I use Bullet Punch first, of course. See how much it does, get him down there, and cool. So now I can bring in, I've got Floatzel and Electrode, both of which are faster, since I don't believe he's Scarfed. And I'm going to go right to Floatzel, and I could kill it with Waterfall, or I could kill it with Crunch. I haven't seen any water guys yet, aside from Qwilfish, which already died, so I think Waterfall will probably be the better move to go with. And unfortunately, in comes an Intimidate. And I see it doesn't quite do half because of Stealth Rock. So Brick Break is really, really risky. I don't think it's going to kill, but I'm going to go for it because I'm at full HP right now. I don't want to switch out and have him be Scarfed. So I am able to live. Life Orb finishes it off, which is kind of cool for me. I believe I stay in and just go right with a Waterfall to get some more damage on, since he's only got one turn to do something with anyway. And I want that Muck dead. I don't want it like resting or whatever. But he goes with Shadow Sneak, which is really cool. I forgot completely they could pack that. I did not expect that in any way, shape, or form. But, you know, no harm, no foul. I go right back to Jumpluff so I can encore the Shadow Sneak. Because even if he doesn't select Shadow Sneak, Encore is going to force him to use it. So, no big deal. It does hardly anything, so I know even a substitute will live. And it's just another case of the previous scenario we were in earlier, guys. This time I don't think he'll stay in as often. I am running low on subs, but I know Substitute now is going to live a Shadow Sneak. So I still I don't think I put it to sleep yet. I think I get up a sub first. At this point, since I know it's Encore, it's stuck on something really useless, I'm not as worried about putting it to sleep. I want to see if maybe I can get something more useful to sleep, since I don't remember everything else he's got. I know he's got an Espeon still alive somewhere, but I think that's all I know at this point. So that's what I end up doing, but eventually I go through my full allotment of moves, and I just put him to sleep anyway. So I had nothing else to do. So I could set up another sub. I could go with Leech Seed. Well, I want him to switch first before I predict a Leech Seed. So I set up another sub, and I could continue to stay in here all day long. I could switch out, but I've got the advantage, and there's not a single thing he can do about it. So I go with Encore first just to see if I can get him to stick on Shadow Sneak, but because he's sleeping, it doesn't work since he didn't technically select a move, or he didn't use a move. So now I'm just using Leech Seed until maybe he wants to switch, but really there's nothing else to do. So now that sub is gone, I can set up more subs, and long story short, obviously sub-seeding works absolutely amazingly, and Muck is going to go down, which I believe it leaves just Espeon, which Jumpluff is in a speed tie for. So God, go away already, you stupid Black Sludge, you piece of crap. God, this is boring. I had nothing to talk about either, so that sucked. Anyway, in comes Espeon, which I believe is his last guy at this point, and should be a speed tie, which is cool. I'm going to get Leech Seed first. Sleep Powder obviously would be amazing, but it's less accurate, so I go with Leech Seed, and this way it's on a clock absolutely no matter what. Even if everything goes all kinds of wrong, it's on a clock. And I was going to encore it to Hidden Power since it's going to be pretty weak. But I lose the speed tie twice in a row. No big deal, because Electrode will be able to finish it off. But it's faster than Electrode anyway, so it turns out he had a Scarf the whole time, and I just didn't know. But I decided to blow up to finish things off, because it's cool that way. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you later.